Alright, let's get an update for day 3. This is T13 red. I don't think we're doing anything with it. Yeah, we just run this really quick for some map drops, hopefully. Alright, so the playstyle is we just poison concoction, just on a 5 link. Pretty strong still. Just a T13. No mods really. We'll skip the ritual, I don't feel like doing it. And then we're gonna charge up for the Scourge mechanic, right? It's really nice with the poison concoction, or no, Plague Bear, right? So you wait until you get full Scourge, you press it, and then you just Plague Bear and run through everything. Maybe throw one or two poison concoction, but everything mostly dies from the Plague Bear, really. Pretty comfy. We're even missing like increased area. Like, I should have increased area attached to the Plague Bear just for better clear. But the clear is really nice, even on the 5 link, with like no gear basically. I think the only thing we bought as far as damage is like one like chaos and life jewel. Other than that, we just have just like random stuff I found plus a 5 link. And we also have Taste the Hate, I guess, that we bought that. Pretty cheap, honestly. We're only using it for fizz to cold conversion, basically. That's the only reason we're using it. Just to tank up. And the nice change with the nice change that happened this league with Taste the Hate is they increased the duration. So we really don't have that much investment right now. And with very little investment, we have basically 100% uptime. I think we have two. We did the ritual. I think was that we have a 2-point duration blast node, and I think that's it actually right now. Just 2-point duration and some charge gained, and that's pretty much it. And we have that's just for life blast, so it doesn't affect us. Just Taste the Hate, as you can see, it automatically starts up. Not even quality either. Just goes forever. Press it once, and you're good to go for the rest of the map, basically. I think you would have to be... Yeah, it just never runs out. So that's a nice quality of life and tank you can get. Everything else is just comfy for the build. After this Blight, I'll show you the boss. So the single target is okay, considering we have like no damage at all. No damage gear. Single target I would say is like decent with Plague Bear up. We can kill up to like probably T14s, right? It's not exactly the fastest single target, but it's like decent. I think if we had a 6 link, right, it'd be pretty comfy on 6 link. But on a 5 link, it's like okay. It's like just enough to clear the single target. Alright, so let's just kill the boss really quick. There he is, you despair him, drop the Wither Totems, Plague Bear. Yeah, see that? It's not too bad. It's not exactly the fastest damage, right? You're not deleting him. But it's like enough consistent damage that we can kill it. And that should be it for this map. Okay, let me go over the tree really quick. So as far as ascendancies goes, I think when I was leveling, I went first for the flask just so we had quicksilvers and we were able to go fast in the campaign, like Act 1 through 10. Next, I went for Prolif, and then Nature's Reprisal, and then finally Nature's Adrenaline. Alright, the tree is pretty basic. We have decent amount of health. I think we have around 170 or something like that, life max, which isn't too bad. So I went through here, got the suppression, got the movement speed, Got the life nodes. Went down here. Grabbed this. This is great for leech. I think eventually we're getting close to the time I don't need this life gain and mana gain on hit. We can switch it to cannot get crit if we poison an enemy, which is almost always. Very strong defense. We got 2 points here just for some flash duration and flash charges gained, some mana, and just more life charges, life flash charges, right? Because occasionally we do run out when we use poison concoction with this. Poison node here, life node. We got blind, which helps with our accuracy and gives us a little bit of defense with the blind, right? This is like okay. It's probably the worst 3 points we have. We could probably take it away and move it somewhere else. Right here, we just have onslaught, and this actually gives us a decent amount of armor, actually. We have, how much armor? 1100 armor, I mean, with this. And eventually, when we get Grace, we will have 1800 armor. Not bad against, like, small hits while mapping. Obviously, like, a big hit, it won't really do anything, but, like, while mapping, small hits should be decent. Alright, let's go over here. We got the life nodes, more poison. Got these jewels. For the jewels, just get life, chaos damage, poison, dot multi, anything basically. Just life plus anything what you need. My jewels, this one, I think we bought for like 10 or 15 chaos. It's just like a 3 pop mini okay one, right? Just some poison duration, poison hit, life, chaos, nothing that special. We got the suppression here. Eventually we want to get 100% suppression, right? We're at 53. We have to roll it on the shield. We have to roll it maybe on the body armor. I think you can roll it on gloves too. So we got to work on that to get that up to 100%. We got this life wheel right here. And this reservation. This one should be switched to Grace when we fit in Grace eventually. Right now my reses aren't quite ready for the switch, but that's a plan. Switch this to Grace reservation. Another jewel here. Just more damage with chaos resist. We actually should change this to withered effect actually at this point. I don't actually need the chaos res. We actually need this at the beginning of the maps, right? Just so we weren't at negative like 40 or 50. But at this point, this should probably be switched to withered effect. And the rest of this tree is just nothing special, just like this. Eventually, we do want to go up here, get Ghost Dance, and grab this jewel. Probably switch this out, go up here, grab this life wheel. We could maybe grab this damage wheel. That's also another option. But eventually, we do want to refund like a bunch of this and grab a cluster jewel, which is the end game setup. But we gotta work towards that. I bought the cluster jewel. We're just crafting that. Nothing too special. Pretty basic tree. If you have any other questions, just message me. Okay, let's go over the gear and what skills we have for the build at the beginning of day 3. We have a Starconja, we have just a life, an accuracy amulet with some crafted chaos attack damage. Same thing for the chest, just some evasion, life, res. Both rings, life, res. Nothing special. Honestly, I haven't bought any of this gear. We just found all of this on the ground or self-crafted it pretty easily with just like an essence or two. It's just all life, defenses, resist. Nothing special. Alright, so the only special... Actually, we have one thing that's special. We found this. This is saturated. I think this is the best flask, unless someone knows a better one. The hard thing about this is it has to be eye level 81 for a Divine Flask to be able to get the T1 mod. That's a bit annoying, but we got that. We just have the Jade Flask. This can also be switched out, I think, for Quartz for just permaphasing. We do have 10% phase on kill on the tree, but it's unreliable sometimes. And like if we're going delving, right? You always want phasing because you'll die if you don't have phasing down and delve. So I would switch it out for Quartz. And maybe for mapping, honestly, you probably, if you have enough evasion already, having a Quartz Flask might be better just for the playstyle, since we just do a Plague Bear and just run around. if your phasing ever drops, you could die because you get stuck on the enemies and won't be able to move. This Plague Bear does take a second or two to kill them with a dot, right? Just a Quicksilver. Taste the Hate we bought for really cheap, honestly. One great thing about the changes they made this patch is press it once and you can see it the rest of the video. It should keep going forever, basically. This is with no quality and barely any flask mods on the tree. I'll show you the tree later. We have a granite flask here. That's my last flask for some armor in case we actually get hit. Alright, so let's go over the skills really quick. We have Malevolence here. Withering Step is our movement skill, just go fast. Blood Rage for more attack speed. Defiance Banner, which we have off right now because I can't afford the reservation, but we were using it earlier. Right here we have our Wither setup, Multi-Totem, Spell Totem, Wither. That's it. And for our main links we have Cruelty, Unbound Ailments, Poisonous Concoction, Void Manipulation, Greater Volley. The last link, I'm thinking Vicious Projectiles is going to be the last link. Cruelty, you might swap out on bosses and get, Vicious Proj. You could do GMP for more projects, but I'm not sure how many of them will hit like on small boss target. We'll have to test that out. See if you can do GMP and Greater Volley at the same time. If you have to choose one or the other, I think Greater Volley is better as far as shotgunning. If you have, I've seen some people play around with Carcass Jack. If you have Carcass Jack, I think you can use them both because you have so much more area. But for me, I'm just using Greater Volley for now. So Vicious Proj is the last link for me. Empower might be also good in the future, but we'll have to test that out later in POB. Despair is our curse. Right here we have Plague Bearer. It should be linked to increased area, but I haven't done that yet. I probably should do that. Just leveling up a Vicious Proj here. We have Purity Elements as my other aura. Hail the Agony, Flame Dash, Precision for some accuracy, because we are low on accuracy, and I'm just leveling up GMP here. So, as far as movement goes, we have Withering Step on walk, and then I use Flame Dash when we need to move like up and down cliffs and just to dodge things occasionally. This is the Wither setup here for the totems, basic Wither. Blood Rage just for attack speed. Right now I am using Purity Elements and Malevolence for damage and Precision to fix my accuracy. Ideally, you want to take out Purity Elements and use Grace instead just to tank up. But right now, my reses aren't exactly capped, and I need to get some shock effect and chill effect reduction. So the plan is to get this Pantheon, get the Cannot Be Frozen, get the Reduce Effect to Chill, and then we can craft down Reduce Effect to Chill and Reduce Effect to Shock somewhere. As far as the minor Pantheons, you probably just want Ryslava, because when you're fighting like a boss and you have low damage before you get good damage, it does take a while, and you're gonna be spamming this. We don't have Leech, so that's why we're running out of mana here, but if you spam this on a boss and long fight, this will run down to 0. That's why you need this for your small Pantheon, just to give you more flash charges, because I have ran out of flasks occasionally in a very long fight. And then over here we have Herald of Agony, Precision. Ideally we want to fit in Herald of Agony back in because it gives you 10% more poison damage, but if you can't fit it in your reservations, then just turn it off. At the beginning of the league, when I got to white maps, my auras were just Purity Elements and Herald of Agony and Precision, and I was able to fit in Defiance. So I wasn't using Malevolence because we didn't need it when we were leveling in the Axe. But that's it.
I'm not up to that just yet.
As far as League Starter, from like level 1 to the Axe, I'll make a tree in the POB that will show you which skills to get. The most important one is this one. This single-handedly makes this, like, honestly, for me, the best leveling like build ever. For me, smoothest. Once I got this, I didn't even need a Lyra, which you usually get when you League start, right? This one just takes care of all your mana problems, even up to like white mass, basically. It also gives you a ton of leech and tankiness in Act 1 through 10. Alright. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, I'm gonna stream more of my playthrough. I think the next goals we have are get 6 link, switch to auras. Like I said, we want to go for full grace with all grace, right? And get malevolence. Ideally, we want precisions too, and Hail the Agony if we can fit it, but we have to play around with the reservations. Probably need a reservation enchant here. Reservation enchant. There's also option to get a reservation shield. I think it's Shaper or Hunter for a minus reservation there. Also on Amulet 2, there's a mod that does that too. But we'll have to play around with the ores to see what we can fit in and what we can't. Anyways, thanks for watching. Good luck with everyone's league.